A gorgeous evening in Beantown. The historic city of Boston is the backdrop tonight. Happy Monday, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. Good evening to all of you. With two All-Stars, Grant Hill and Chris Webber, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. Allie, take it away.
Thanks, Brian. Well, current financial challenges have Commissioner Silver and the league office dusting off proposals for expansion. Silver said at some point, it's manifest destiny that the league will eventually expand. The last time that happened was 1988 with the Bobcats. Guys, Seattle fans hopeful things move along.
Boy, Allie, wouldn't that be something? And a look here at the scoring trend over the last several months for him.
And he's been trending downward in terms of his average points per game, and a number of reasons can lead to this. But he needs to figure out how to get back on track.
And now the opening lineup for New York. Inside, we have Randall and Robinson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Evan Fournier. And for Boston, the core of this team, Brown and Tatum. They're the forwards. Marcus Smart out there with Cameron Payne. And it's Horford in at the center position. And Chris, playoff seeding on everyone's mind right now. These games are taking on a postseason atmosphere.
Yeah, and anybody who says home court doesn't matter, I respectfully disagree. Even in a series, especially in a series between fairly even teams.
Leonard outside. Fournier for three. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Over his career, Kawhi has become a willing passer, one of his many improvements since being drafted in 2011.
Payne finds Tatum. Robinson with the block. And he recovers it. Tatum can't hit. Inside. Randall, good.
Let the big man eat. Give it to Randall there, and he's locked in on scoring.
Outside Tatum. Back to Payne. Outside Tatum. Shoots over Randall. Sinks that one after missing his first two attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Well, you love the skill set. Tatum can take you a number of ways inside. Defensively, it is tough to guess right.
Pass to Leonard. Payne against Randall. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound. The Celtics have gone 1 of 3 from the floor. Payne with it. Back to Tatum. Launches a three. Buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game.
You can't let Tatum fire away from you. He's capable of really hurting you from distance.
For New York, they've gone 2 of 3 to get this one going. Leonard against Brown. Leonard passes to Fournier. Shot clock at 5. New York, no good that time either. To the inside, Tatum. Chance there to take the lead, but a miss.
They say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that should be easy.
And there's Leonard on the assist by Randall.
Amazing that catch-and-shoot jumpers were considered a weak spot for Kawhi when he came into the league. No one thinks that way anymore.
Now here's Payne, providing this team some offensive stability. A little over 10 points a game. Pass to Horford. It's Smart on the wing. Fournier covering, and it's Smart missing.
Oh, he found the open space from mid-range. Just maybe rushed his release a little bit.
The shot misses. And Boston going the other way now. They defeated Washington in their last game.
Yeah, they hit the court last game with some serious attitude, especially on offense.
They looked totally in sync. They knew what they wanted to accomplish, and then they went out there and did it.
And here's Brown for 3. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Fresh off a win against the Warriors.
In that one, the other team could not keep up with them offensively. They were prolific.
They just looked a step quicker all game long. They knew they had an advantage on offense.
Now here's Tatum. 35 points for him last game against Washington.
And he had 2 blocks also. Don't forget. I mean, it tells you what kind of presence he was for him at both ends.
And you know, everybody wants to compare everyone. Tatum's like Kobe. Tatum's like Paul Pierce. You watch Tatum, he's carved out a niche of his own.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And the unique blend of size and skill makes Tatum difficult to match up with, Chris.
Bigger defenders can't mirror him. Smaller defenders can't alter his shot. And he's still at the beginning stages of his development.
And so Tatum nails both of them.
Oh, he's never rattled at the stripe. Always has that nice soft touch on his free throws.
Horford covering. Leonard with the ball. Brown's there. Basket's good. Leonard's got 5.
Inside, Leonard has so many go-to moves. He knows how to get by into a shot.
Brown in the high post. Randall against Tatum. It's hauled in by Robinson.
He just can't find the touch this quarter. He's got to keep grinding, though, and looking for the best shot possible.
Here's Leonard. Rebound Boston.
His interior scoring is one of the things that drives their offense. Don't expect him to miss many of those.
The shot by Payne, no good. New York has gone 2 for 2 from deep to start this one. Pass to Leonard. Back to Randall. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw.
Personal foul. At the line for the Knicks, Julius Randle. At the line for...
And we've seen Randall flourish with more responsibility. He's in his prime and playing his best ball right now.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
And we just got a second look there at an exceptional mobile 1 block.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
Pass to Brown. And he buries that one. Back rim and in.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
Outside Fournier. Leonard with the ball. Defended by Brown. Down low. Here's Fournier. And they pick up 2. Fournier's got 5.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
And the Celtics call time here.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively. Something that needs to change and change soon.
Yeah, they might be pressing a little. I mean, forcing some things. This is a good opportunity to calm everyone down.
Tatum passes to Horford. Now Brown. Back to Payne. Clock at 6. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Personal foul.
No debate there. He got hammered.
All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Knicks?
Well, they're just a team in sync right now. Their passion in the first half has been outstanding.
Another positive has been their play in the paint offensively.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. The Knicks with the lead. Pass to Leonard. Hauled in by Brown. Boston's gone 1 for 2 from beyond the arc in this first quarter. Smart against Fournier. Outside Tatum. Back to Smart. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Payne. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
It's his second personal foul, 4th team foul. At the line, Cameron Payne. At the line for 2 shots.
And he makes the first. So both teams changing it up here. And that's good as he hits both shots. The Knicks have got half their attempts to go. 6 of 12. Here's Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
What I love about Randall is the power he plays with. He's an absolute force inside.
Quickly against Payne. Outside Tatum. Right side Brown. Pass to Payne. Just 5 on the clock. Tries a 10-footer, and so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Quickly. That's his first personal foul. 5th team foul. At the line for the Celtics, Cameron Payne. At the line for 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Nesmith, he's checked in for Boston. Porter Jr., he's checked in for New York. Thomas comes in for Fournier. He's perfect from the line this time. For New York, they've gotten 7 of 13 shots to drop. Outside Barrett. Throws it up high. And a big finish by Robinson.
Great teamwork and great timing.
Oh, spectacular play. Outside, Brown. Going inside. And the jam by Brown.
Oh, you gotta love the explosiveness. Brown just eating up any lane to the basket he sees.
Barrett against Brown. Barrett passes to Porter. And he buries his first look.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
Pass to Brown. And he drives in. And Brown with the stuff.
You gotta love how Brown finishes strong, driving fast and hard to the cup for the rim rocking Shazam.
Here's Thomas. Williams defending. And count that. 2 points and a chance for 1 more at the line.
Personal foul.
The Celtics making a switch here. Ellington's checked in.
Shooting for New York, Isaiah Thomas. Shooting 1.
The odds have always been stacked against Thomas. They said he's too small. They said he was the last pick in the draft. But he loves it because he's never stopped proving people wrong.
Now here's Brown. Playing Washington, he was nearly unstoppable. Ellington can't hit. New York has gone 2 for 2 from deep to start this one. Pass to Thomas. Left side Porter. Shoots over Nesmith. Here's Thomas. The 3. Barrett with it. Here's Thomas. 11 points for him last game against Golden State. And here's Porter outside. Knocks down the long J. Porter's got 5 now.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Pass to Nesmith. Williams against quickly. Here's Nesmith. Over quickly. And it's Boston scoring again. New York has gone 3 of 3 from outside and looking sharp here in the first. And here's Robinson. Pass to Thomas. Now Barrett. To the paint. Here's Robinson. Soft touch off the glass. Robinson's got his second basket.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Here's Ellington. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Brown in the high post. His fourth make in 5 tries. Solid start for him. 1:56 left to play in the first quarter.
Brown's breakout offensively, it could be a surprise to some, but not to me. It's the end result of continuous gains to his shot-making arsenal.
Here's Robinson. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. Robinson gets the bucket.
That's how you want to see them crash the glass. They've been out-hustled so far.
There's 1:34 left in the first quarter. Outside, Williams. Here's Nesmith, guarded by Quickly. Pass to Ellington. Brown with it. 5 to shoot. Porter pulls it in. And you watch teams try to defend Brown. See, Webb, they're not exactly sure what to take away.
Look, you can't go under screens. He's too good of a shooter now. You play him tight, that triggers the drive. And playing him physical sends him to the line where he's improved as well.
Oh, it's blocked by Williams. Here's Nesmith. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Here's Thomas. Williams defending. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. Pass to Nesmith. Back to Ellington. Brown against Barrett. And the jam by Brown.
What an athletic play from Brown, showing off his mad hops on these jams.
And it's the Knicks with the ball. They lead by 4. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Barrett against Williams. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. And he gets it back. Shot clock at 6. Quickly up top. Over Williams. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Celtic ball. Substitutions for the Celtics. Moses Brown. Marcus Smart.
From deep. And that does it for the first quarter. Knicks out in front. They lead by 4. We've got more in store for you right after this. And the 25th pick in 2020, Emmanuel quickly made an immediate impact with his shooting, including his deadly floater.
I feel like I developed it kind of at a young age. I wasn't always the most athletic, so having skill was really important. So just having that floater that I could, use over big men is really vital.
Well, Graham, those silky floaters don't always make the highlight reels, but my goodness, are they impressive.
BA, for a lot of players, that's a bad shot, but it's one he's worked at and perfected over time.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Knicks?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
They've got Moses Brown, Robert Williams out there with Nesmith. Then there's Marcus Smart, and it's Ellington in at the 2-guard spot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Clock at 2. They get it back. Williams' shot is good.
Wow, they're really being taken advantage of defensively out there. No rim protection whatsoever.
Here's Thomas, defended by Smart. Tries again. Robinson. And that one's good with extra effort on the glass. Robinson's got 8 points.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Smart with the ball. Now Porter defending. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's quickly. That shot off. And Boston going the other way now. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
BA, the Boston Celtics last year had the team's worst win percentage in the last 6 seasons. The front office admitted, as constituted, they were not a championship caliber team. Now, for this proud franchise, accustomed to competing deep into the playoffs, the question becomes, how do they get back on top?
Yeah, that's a big one. Good stuff there, Allie. Thanks. Here's Barrett. The Celtics making their last shot. Again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Protecting the rim well. Love the hustle. Pass to Smart. And for players these days, a lack of shooting can be a big hindrance. Grant, would you be more concerned by struggles from the perimeter or the free throw line?
I'd be more concerned with struggles at the free throw line. I mean, if you struggle there, you can become very, very tentative out there on the court, and opponents can foul to force your hand.
And that one's good. Quickly.
That's what you get with Thomas, the IQ, the smarts. It's such a terrific pass.
Smart outside. Pass to Nesmith. Back to Smart. Here's Ellington. To the left wing. There's Nesmith with a 3. And the foul called on Moses Brown. That's his first foul.
That's his first.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Horford, he's checked in for Williams. And it's Jason Tatum in for Ellington. New York has got all 4 threes to drop from downtown in this game. Leonard against Horford. Leonard attacking. Count it. His 3rd and 5 attempts.
Count on Leonard to not get held back by the contact. He goes right through it to get his shot off.
Tatum passes to Brown. The Knicks pull it in. Randall's got 4 rebounds in the game. To the middle. And the layup is good. Randall's got 9 points.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
They've been a more cohesive team over this stretch, and that helps account for their lead.
And Tatum with the basket on the assist from Smart.
Has a great feel for where defenders are on the court. Tatum navigates himself nicely.
Leonard outside. Off the left rim and out. Boston trailing. Lets it go from 11. And he hits the jumper.
You know, some scouts thought Tatum had tunnel vision, looking only for his own shot. But he's more about team.
Brown against Leonard. Here he goes. And the dunk by Leonard.
And breaking out the one-hand slam.
Man, an emphatic way to extend the lead a little more. Outside Tatum. Takes a 3. Sinks the tray. Tatum's got 5 points now this quarter.
Another one from Tatum. I mean, boy, this kid, he's cooking at the offensive end.
Horford against Leonard. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That's on Al Horford.
And everyone knows what an elite defender Kawhi Leonard is. I mean, he's a former Defensive Player of the Year, and he can still shape games with his defense.
Leonard taking 2 shots.
free throw drops for Leonard. And with Leonard, he's just as sharp as ever with his stifling defense.
Oh, his versatility is incredible. I mean, he can guard the toughest forward or guard each game, and he still has the energy to go out there and get numbers on the offensive end as well.
Payne's checked in for Neesmith, and Leonard drops them both.
One of the most improved players ever. Kawhi came into the league as a defensive specialist, but Leonard has blossomed into a finals MVP on multiple teams. Just a franchise-level talent.
Now here's Tatum. 12 points for him. Lets it go from 11. And it's Smart missing.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
And the foul called on R.J. Barrett. That's his first foul of the game. Now here's Payne. He's got 6. Brown with it. Back to Payne. Shoots over Randall. Payne with the bucket. Payne's got 8 points.
And despite the defender's length, he goes right up from the mid-range.
Yeah, the defender just couldn't quite close the gap all the way. Got burned.
His first personal foul. Second team foul.
Defended by Payne. Here's Randall. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
Even with the D giving him a lot of attention, he's still finding ways to light him up.
Here's Payne. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. He's got 10.
If the defender is giving him that much space, the points are inevitable.
Drives to the hoop. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
That's his second.
And it's going to go on Cameron Payne.
Team foul. Shooting for New York. At the line for 2.
First one falls. And so he hits both.
I love it. In attack mode. Drawing foul calls this quarter and getting to the free throw line.
Randall pulls down the board. Randall's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Rebound Boston.
Good idea with the fadeaway, but the defense was just all over it.
Payne with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
At the line for your Celtics, Cameron Payne. At the line for 2.
The first free throw is good. So he gets them both. The Knicks have gone 6 of 11 here in the second quarter. Leonard outside. And the dunk by Leonard.
Over the years, we've seen Leonard add different things to his game. Now, an offensive machine.
To the inside, Brown. And the jam by Brown.
Doesn't have to break stride at all, thanks to the money lead pass.
Leonard against Horford. Leonard outside. There's the block. It's Brown on the wing. Shoots over Randall. Brown can't hit. The Knicks have gotten 7 of 13 attempts to go here in the second. Fournier goes in. Ooh, rejected by Horford. Tatum passes to Brown. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line.
Defensive foul, Julius Randle.
And the emergence of Jaylen Brown's ability to take over at the offensive end, Grant, it's been a joy to watch.
Oh, such a joy. I mean, his improvement as a ball handler may be the biggest reason. He can drive the ball either direction now, create the space he needs for his jumper, and he's no longer a turnover waiting to happen.
Free throw good. Brown.
And Brown is just an exceptional player. Really love whenever he shows off his athletic ability.
Leonard passes to Randall. Good on the bucket. Randall's got 6 points in the quarter.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
And that's why they're running plays for him. They're getting him the ball and letting him go to work.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Timeout called, the Knicks.
And something fans don't always get to see, some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
Yeah, and sometimes it's the most subtle moves that make the biggest difference.
Randall inside. Doesn't go there. Now he's 6 for 9. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from downtown here in the second. Outside Payne. Unloads from 13. And the shot no good. A bit short. The Knicks have gotten half their shots to fall in the second. 8 for 16. Back to Randall. It's Barrett on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
That's not who they want guarding him. I mean, the size mismatch is just too big. All he has to do is just keep attacking the rim.
Barrett against Tatum. It's rebounded by New York. Randall's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Fournier against Tatum. Fournier with the bucket. And now a 5-point New York lead.
Okay, listen, you got to body him up when he's in the paint. If you play off of him, then that's just 2 easy points.
Horford outside. Pass to Tatum from downtown. Count it. Now 5 of 11 for the game.
Awareness and the IQ of Horford look so adept at getting the ball to his open teammates.
And here's Leonard. And that bucket makes him 6 for 10 in the contest.
A steady start has turned into a spectacular second quarter for him.
Outside Tatum. Wide open look. Pulled the shot a little left. Bounce goes his way, though. Tatum's got 17.
They are shooting it well from beyond the arc right now.
Outside Barrett. Fournier for 3. Oh, my. Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Personal foul.
Jaylen Brown picks one
Team
up.
foul. Shooting for New York, Evan Fournier, 3 shots.
He's off on the first. Ellington, he's checked in for Horford. And he sinks the second. And he nails the third.
Didn't have a free throw in the first quarter, but you can see he's starting to play with more energy now. He has a tougher attitude.
Payne, the pass to Brown. Now here's Tatum. 1:36 left to play in the first half. Pass to Ellington. Over quickly. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in.
Facilitating from the inside. I mean, that can be a valuable asset for any offense.
And there's the lob. And a big finish by Robinson.
The assist.
A great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. Pass to Tatum. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
And going right to the rim. Love the attack mindset and the ability to finish strong.
Here's Fournier. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Well, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
Now here's Tatum. 19 points in the game. And that one's good.
With the run he's on in the second quarter, I mean, this field goal percentage is tremendous right now.
Now here's Fournier. Guarded closely. Here's quickly. He can't hit that time. Brown with some nice D. Fournier against Payne. Over to the wing. Here's Tatum. Robinson with the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go.
Checking in for the Knicks.
Here's Nesmith. There's Tatum with the three. The shot, no good. And so it's Kawhi Leonard making highlights for the New York Knicks. He put together 10 points in the quarter. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Thanks so much. I'm here with Coach Tom Thibodeau. And Tom, what's it going to take down the stretch to win this ball game?
I think just tough defense, take good shots, not turn the ball over, play smart.
Back to the basics. Thanks, Coach.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Kawhi Leonard is having one of those nights. He ended up with 15 points, 3 assists, and 1 rebound. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Knicks.
The bench scoring has been a big key for them. They came in with energy, and they were able to give the starters a real break because of the way they performed. That's the kind of production every team hopes to have from their second unit.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Boston?
You know, they didn't play it too safe. They made some really nice shots. Those are some much-needed points, and it keeps them right in the game. As long as they stay on the same page and keep working together, they got a great chance to take control of this game.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Just go over there.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. And you know, Jason Tatum, he's been really making it happen, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? Keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Boston trailing. On the court right now for the Knicks. Inside, we have Randall and Robinson. Then it's Evan Fournier. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Tatum can't hit.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Defended by Payne. Leonard outside. 5 on the clock. Lets the three fly. The rebound, Celtics. They'll face the Spurs at home after this one. That'll be the end of a 3-game homestand. That ties it up. Payne's got 16.
They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
We'll see if they can keep forging ahead. For now, you got to give them credit for coming back.
Leonard, and from 16 feet away, he cans it.
If you want to study how to work the mid-range area, just watch Leonard. Precise in everything he does.
And Horford gets it to go.
Oh, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that feed.
Leonard passes to Robinson. And there's Leonard on the assist from Robinson. Leonard's got 19 points.
Athletic play by Leonard in the paint. Not letting anything hold him back from his shot.
Tatum against Robinson. And finished off by Tatum.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here. Leonard outside. Pass to Fournier. Knocked loose. Brown with the steal. Up top, Tatum. Checked by Randall. Payne, pass to Tatum. He takes it in. And finished off by Tatum.
Gets hit on the drive. Excellent body control. Tatum's a well-coordinated athlete.
Leonard against Smart. Now here's Leonard. He's closely guarded. Hounded by Tatum. And down it goes. 2 points.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
Outside Payne. Pass to Brown. He's now 8 for 11 after that made shot.
Oh, you love the level of concentration Brown maintains. I mean, taking the hit well and finishing in style.
Down low. Here's Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
He gives up a lot of size to most other power forwards, but not too many of them can fly like he can.
The Celtics have got 5 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Here's Brown. That one's true. And that's 9 for 12 for him now.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Leonard against Smart. Now here's Leonard. Defense right on it.
The hands of Kawhi are huge, and they help him palm the ball. Slam it with ease.
Outside Tatum. Over Leonard. Again, the Celtics good for 2 more.
Ooh, how sick was that, guys? I mean, he makes defenders look silly with moves like that.
Robinson passes to Leonard. Sends it home from 3-point land. Leonard's got 24 points.
1 this half, 2 for the game. Staying active from beyond the arc.
Outside Payne. Leonard against Brown. Here's Tatum. And finished off by Tatum.
Putting some extra juice on that tomahawk, fellas. No one is going to stop that.
Man, when he's coming in with that level of force, that's just too much right there. Now a timeout called by New York.
Make some noise.
Brown, he's checked in for Boston. And a switch here also for New York. Barrett's checked in. New York has gone 5 of 6 from 3-point land so far. Outside Fournier. Defended by Payne. Back to Fournier. Knocks it loose. Just 5 to shoot. It's stolen by Smart. against Fournier. And there's the foul. It'll go on Julius Randle. That's foul number 2 for him. And we've got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
Oh, terrific defensive intensity right there. Getting stops like that is crucial for them right now.
To the paint. Randle against Brown. Smart for 3. Pure from 3-point range. And it's a 4-point Boston lead.
Showing his range. Smart spacing the floor.
Inside. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. 6 points for him.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Payne pass to Brown. 4-3. And there's Brown. That one's good. On the assist from Brown. Brown's got his 3rd assist of the night. New York has gone 1 for 2 from outside the arc in this 3rd quarter. There's the triple. And again, New York with the triple.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game, but you can see why after that sequence.
Now here's Smart. 5 points in the game. There's the drive. And he gets the bucket. Smart has got 7 points in the game.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the rock inside and convert.
And you can't measure Smart's value by the numbers. He does all the little things. I mean, he gives you toughness, courage, and a sustained effort.
Leonard against Brown. Good.
Taking things into his own hands. He's been a beast this quarter.
Boston's gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the 3rd quarter. Now here's Payne. Tight defense on him. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Celtics lead by 4.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Leonard against Horford. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. And what stands out about Smart is how many winning plays he makes, Chris.
Could be a shot, a pass, a steal, a crucial rebound. I mean, you want him in there when the game's on the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Leonard. Some changes for Boston. Williams is checked in for Horford. Nesmith comes in for Brown. And it's Ellington in for Payne. And Leonard drops them both. And the Celtics call time here. And as we head into this break, the players have an opportunity to replenish their energy with Gatorade as they prepare to go into the final stages of this ball game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, not to mention over the course of a season, you have to stay hydrated. If you don't, it's amazing how much slower your body is to bounce back. It can have a serious effect on performance, no question.
The Celtics with the lead. Smart passes to Williams. Pass to Nesmith. Here's Ellington. 5 on the clock. Pulls it. Offensive rebound. Williams' shot is good. Williams has gotten his 2nd bucket.
And toughness and energy on the boards. An easy putback to show for.
Here's Thomas, defended by Smart. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. And they're able to recover. Pass to Nesmith. Now Smart from behind the arc. And the Celtics another 3.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
New York trailing. Quickly passes to Porter. Williams against Leonard. Here's Thomas. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time. Leonard's got 5 assists tonight.
And with his usual degree of difficulty, I mean, that's an easy one. Thomas able to just catch and release.
Now here's Williams. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. Pass to Smart. Uneasy, too, on the layup. Smart's got 10 points here in the second half.
How about this turnaround? He played a fringe role in the first half, and now he's the man for them.
Here's Quickly, providing this team some offensive stability. A little over 10 points a game.
Oh, great flow to that possession. 2 players totally in sync with each other.
Pass to Smart. Here's Neesmith. Quickly with a rebound.
For a player who's almost a sure thing to score in tight, that was a stunner.
Barrett. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got his 5th rebound in this run.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
And here's Smart. 12 points for him with the drive. Count it. That's his 6th field goal and 12 drives.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Leonard outside. The shot's good.
Too bad the scoring hasn't been contagious. I mean, they'd be in much better shape if a few of their other guys could pick up some slack.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
1:58 left in the third quarter. Nails it from beyond the arc. Neesmith's got 7.
Oh, nice look there from Smart, finding the open man.
Here's Thomas, defended by Smart. Leonard for 3. Knocks it down from distance.
His 3rd triple of the game. A little more success from out there in the second half.
Now Smart. He's got 14. Pass to Neesmith. Lets it go from deep. Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
This is why his teammates respect him. The hustle, the energy. Gotta love it.
Now here's Barrett. Checking the numbers. He's averaging close to 15 a game. Quickly with the ball. Down to 5 on the shot clock. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. Leonard can't get it to go. Boston's gotten 12 of their points this quarter from deep. 4 of 6. Pass to Neesmith. Back to Williams. Ooh, poked away. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Leonard. The Celtics making a switch here. Tatum's checked in. And a switch here also for New York. Robinson, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Six to shoot. Tatum from long range. Porter pulls it in.
He hasn't found the range lately. It's wild to think he had 3 triples there in the first half.
Pass to Barrett. Now Robinson. 16 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Thomas. He blocks it again. And that's 9 blocks.
And you know he's going to be coming hard for that 10th one, too.
Tatum can't hit. And so it's Boston with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, he put it on the platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. At the 2 and the 3, Brown and Tatum. Then there's Robert Williams. Then there's Marcus Smart. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Fires the 3. The rebound, Celtics. Outside Tatum. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And they'll get another chance. Smart passes to Tatum. Boston, no good that time either. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
That's his first.
One thing you know when defending Barrett, he wants to get to the rim every chance he can.
You know, Grant, on his attacks to the basket, Barrett is looking for points, a foul, or both.
Oftentimes initiating the contact, too. As he gets more established in the league, he'll get more calls to go his way.
And he drops the first. Payne's checked in for Smart. The Knicks making a switch here. And Barrett drops them both.
And they've done well from the free throw line this half. No misses yet.
The Celtics have gone 0 for 3 in this 4th. Not good. Pass to Brown. Outside Payne. He's guarded by Porter. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds.
New York ball.
New York trailing. Defended by Payne. And there's the drive. Chalk up 2 there.
Instead of risking something on the perimeter, he just works it inside.
No, he's reading the defense, sensing the opening. He doesn't hesitate.
Now here's Payne. Williams in the post. Robinson defending. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. And he lobs it up to the rim. That ties the game.
Oh, man, take a look at that one. Just a textbook alley-oop.
Beautifully done. He served it up on a platter. Now here's Payne. Pass to Tatum. To the paint. Now Brown, guarded by Quickly. Shoots. They grab their own miss. And he hits it and gets hacked. A 3-point chance here if he can convert.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
I love how they've attacked the basket in this game. They've taken a very aggressive approach.
One other thing, their mid-range game has been impressive. A tough shot to rely upon, but they've had it going.
The Celtics making a switch here. Brown's checked in. Julius Randle's checked in for New York. Fournier comes in for Quickly. The free throw drops for Williams. Everyone knew Williams would take a little time to mature. But C-Webb, now he has, and he's making an impact.
He was kind of a boom or bust prospect for that reason. He has all the physical abilities in the world. Good instincts for the game. It's great to see himself accountable.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Shooting for New York, Mitchell Robinson taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good. Robinson. Horford. He's checked in for Boston. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
And they need to play good defense here. That trip to the line helped and hurt.
And Tatum, the bucket on the assist by Payne. Payne's got his 7th assist here tonight.
It's been a clinical performance. He's played a huge role and has them in position to grab the double.
Now here's Barrett. Here's Robinson. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Third personal foul.
That's on Al Horford.
Third team foul. Shooting for New York, Mitchell Robinson at the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
That free throw no good. And he can't make the second free throw either. He missed them both. And over his career, Grant, Al Horford has continued to improve his outside shot.
I mean, he really has. He came into the league as a low block bruiser. 8 years in, he adjusted and added a three-point shot, and he has been a reliable player from outside since then.
Back to Barrett. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Horford. Here's Robinson. And yes, it's good. He's 7 for 8 now.
Just owning the offensive glass right now. Just refusing to let up.
And he's been doing this for a few games in a row now. We're looking at one of the hottest players in the league.
Now here's Tatum. Tipped away. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. And the Celtics in possession here. 4 on the clock. Releases. Again, the miss by the Celtics. The Knicks have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Fournier, the pass to Randall. He nails it, and we're tied.
It's amazing how far Randall has come. I mean, from a role player to Buddy Star, and he's not done yet.
Now here's Payne. Oh, nice shot by Brown.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
Fournier against Brown. With the floater. And Fournier with the lay-in.
That's just great touch. The teardrop, well, that's all about feel.
Pass to Tatum. Driving inside. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
And on the drive, Tatum uses long strides rather than elite quickness to get where he wants to go.
Here's Fournier. Rejected by Brown. Pass to Brown. And the jam by Brown.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there. Now here's Fournier. Poke loose. Tatum with a steal. Ooh, stolen by Fournier. And here we go. The Knicks in transition. It's good. Randall's got 19 points.
You see the good speed, especially for a power forward. Randall making plays in transition.
Horford in the high post. No good. Good work defensively by Robinson. And the foul called on Moses Brown. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And that puts them just one foul from opponents.
And the Celtics making a change here. Smart's checked in. And a switch here also for New York. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Barrett. Celtics on D. It's a three-point game. Defended by Payne. Outside Robinson. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
It's his 4th personal foul. 5th team foul. At the line for the Knicks, Mitchell Robinson. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Robinson. He does not get the second one. Boston has gone 1 for 2 from deep in this 4th quarter. Smart passes to Horford. Now Brown. The 3-ball. Yes. Great play by Horford to set him up. Horford's got 3 assists in the game.
And looking to shoot as many threes as possible. This kind of confidence, impressive to see.
Now here's Leonard. Again, the Knicks missing. Boston's gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the 4th. Smart outside. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's going to go on Mitchell Robinson.
Oh, and you see Smart really developing those hesitations, hands up and up fakes. Becoming very crafty out there.
At the line for 2 shots.
And that one misses.
At 6'4", 220 pounds, Marcus Smart might be the most physically imposing point guard in the league, especially with his fiery approach to the game.
And no good on the second free throw, so 0 for 2 there.
Unusual for him. He'd been in a groove from the line.
Fournier, the pass to Leonard. And the layup is good off the glass. Leonard's got 35 in the game.
Showing off a little muscle on that finish. Kawhi might look calm, but his game is loud.
Smart outside. Connects from downtown. Smart has got 15 points here in the second half.
A slow start for him, but making amends here in the second half.
Defended by Payne. Leonard for 3. Here's Randall. It goes. He's 10 for 13. So much confidence.
Ooh, this is what makes Randall so special. His ferocity on the boards, his atmosphere.
Outside Payne. Here's Brown. Another one falls for Boston.
Some players might wear down during these kind of runs. He's only getting strong.
New York has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 4th quarter. Leonard against Tatum. Baseline jumper. Nice D from Tatum. Boston has gotten 3 threes to fall out of 4 attempts here in the 4th. The drive by Smart. And he slams it in one-handed.
That's always option number one in the pick and roll. If you have the advantage, score the ball.
Leonard outside. To the inside. Fournier, count it, good.
He's bringing a lot of energy to this offense, not letting the scoreboard discourage him right now.
And he's gotten to his spots and capitalized. He just needs a little more help from his team.
One shot.
Here's Payne. Pass to Tatum. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Tatum's got 6 points in the quarter. Here's Leonard, defended by Brown. And he gets it to go.
Leonard doesn't shy away from these moments, embracing his role as a leader for his team.
Outside Payne, pass to Horford. Now Tatum, driving in, and finished off by Tatum.
One move ahead of the defense, a solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Oh, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
Now here's Leonard. Here's Randall. And that one's good. Nice job on the glass as they picked up 2 on the second effort.
Well, as the game tightens up, that's when Randall seems to loosen up. Big buck.
Tatum against Robinson. Tatum passes to Horford. No luck on that one. Randall with some nice D. New York trailing.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
Second personal foul. At the line for the Knicks, Julius Randle. At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Good on the first. And that shrinks the margin to just 4. And Randall drops them both.
As confident as it gets at the line. He wants to be up there in the tight ball game.
And Tatum, here we go. Randall with some nice D. New York has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Brown against Leonard. 1:19 left to play in the fourth. 5 to shoot. To tie it up. Rebounded by Payne. Boston's gotten 3 threes to fall out of 4 attempts here in the fourth. To the middle. Here's Tatum. No good that time. New York goes the other way with it. Leonard left side. There's the 3. The rebound, Celtics.
They get away with it here, but that's not a shot you should ever be giving.
Boston, no good that time either.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
No, you're right. He'd take that 10 out of 10 times. You're not going to miss many of them.
Second chance shot. And it's good. And that one brings them within 1.
And talk about stepping up in a big way.
That's why they put the ball in his hand. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
And here are the Celtics. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
That's his 4th personal foul. 4th team foul. At the line, Cameron Payne. At the line for 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that'll put him up 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Calm under pressure, and every point here means a lot.
Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're down by 3. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick 2 and then foul.
Yeah, they have a little time to work with. The most important thing is to make whatever you take.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game.
And he really made his presence felt on the inside. Just so active and looking all game long for openings. And he found them by scoring a lot of baskets by slashing to the hoop.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Tom Thibodeau coaching his team during that last break. He just wanted his players to get a breather and to remind them, stick with the game plan. He wants them to stay patient and run their plays, even if they have to go deep into the shot clock. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks once again.
15 foul. At the line for your Celtics, Marcus Smart. At the line for 2.
First free throw is good, and that'll put him up 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game. Now a timeout called by New York. They're losing by 3. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. All right, guys, what do you think?
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick 2 and then foul.
Yeah, they have a little time to work with. The most important thing is to make whatever you take.
Off the inbound. Money.
BA, the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Man, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. And now they foul and stop the clock.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
At the line, Cameron Payne. At the line for 2 shots.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And the second of 2 is good. And that'll put him up 2. Now here's Leonard.
You can tell Leonard sees the whole floor, allowing him to set guys up well.
Boston calls timeout. All right, guys, what's your take?
They've got just enough time for a catch and shoot, but it needs to be immediate.
Let's get wild, fans. Stand up. Make some noise.
Smart for 3. Oh, that shot had a chance, but the all-or-nothing shot attempt is off the mark. And so it's the Knicks who come out on top here. And this was an emotional win for them, no doubt about it.
Just a fantastic accomplishment. You love how they just diffuse the energy in this arena.
Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Kawhi, that was a thrilling matchup tonight. What does it mean to pull out a close game like this?
It's great because we're trying to build. You know, we're doing it too late. In the fourth quarter, we're playing hard, making shots, but we got to start off early. Too many mistakes in the first half. We end up closing it down in the fourth quarter, though.
When it mattered the most. Thanks, Kawhi. Back to you guys.
Allie, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. Along with Grant Hill, Chris Webber, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching tonight's presentation. We'll see you later.